हेलो एवरीवन, स्वागत करुच्ची आपणकर यूट्यूब चैनल पिक स्टडी आईक्यू को। आज आमर क्लास रे रहिबो लीगल पैसेज डिक्टेशन जोटा कि 80 वर्ड पर मिनिट भितर रहिबो एंड 10 मिनट पैसेज 800 वर्ड रे शेष होबो। सो रेडी रुहंतु, आम डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट हेबो। रेडी स्टार्ट। द लैंड एक्विजिशन एक्ट 1870 made it obligatory for the collector to refer the matter to civil courts for a decision in cases of difference of opinion with interested persons as to value of the land, as well as cases in which one of the claimants was absent, was the collector was not empowered to make an award ex parte even after notice. Stop. This requirement resulted in a lot of litigation, delay and expenses. Stop. According to the statement of objects and reasons of the Land Acquisition Act, the Act of 1870 had not, in practice, been found entirely effective for the protection either of the persons interested in land taken up or of the public purpose. Stop. Thus, the law was amended by making the collector's award final unless altered by a decree. Stop. The persons interested in the land thus still have the opportunity, if they desire, to prefer to an authority, quite independent of the collector, their claims for more substantial compensation than what the collector has awarded. Stop. Procedure for determining the value of land was also proposed to be suitably changed. Stop. Next para. Major amendments were proposed by Central Act 68 of 1984 to the Land Acquisition Act. Stop. The statement of objects and reasons for this amending bill posted that due to endowments enormous expansion of the state's role in promoting public welfare and economic development since independence, acquisition of land for public purposes, industrialization, building of institutions, etc. Stop. Has become far more numerous than ever before. Stop. Acquisition of land for private enterprises ought not to be placed on the same footing as acquisition for the state or for an enterprise under it. Stop. The individuals and institutions who are unavoidably to be deprived of their property rights in land need to be adequately compensated for the loss, keeping in view the sacrifice they have to make for larger interest of the community. Stop. the pendency of acquisition proceedings for long periods often caused hardship to the affected parties and rendered unrealistic the scale of compensation offered to them. Next para. With this background, the legislature felt that it was necessary to restructure the legislative framework for acquisition of land so that it is more adequately governed by the objective of serving the interests of a community in harmony with the rights of the individuals. Recommendations on similar lines were also made by the Law Commission, and while considering these proposals for amendment, the Act is very simple step despite the fact that it is compulsory acquisition which is in exercise of the state's power of eminent domain. The legislature has still attempted to create a balance between compulsory acquisition on the one hand, and rights of owner interested person in land on the other, and rights of owner interested person in land on the notification under section 4 of the Land Acquisition Act for a public purpose and would end with the payment of compensation for such acquired land. Stop. The mechanism provided under this act is entirely relatable to the process of acquisition of land and payment of compensation. Next para. The Land Acquisition Act itself is a self-contained code within its limited purpose, acquisition of land. Stop. It provides for complete machine for acquisition of land, including the process of execution, payment of compensation, as well as legal remedies in case of any grievances. Stop. Next para. The respondents for the proposition that acquisition of land is dominant purpose of act. As such, land has to be necessarily acquired under the act have relied upon, in which the Andhra Pradesh High Court has laid down. Thus, under the provisions of the Land Acquisition Act, the dominant purpose is acquisition of land, and that land may be vacant, may contain structures, may contain trees, and may also contain wells. Stop. The act never contemplates of acquisition as well as for purpose of drawing water as a dominant purpose. Stop. To say that in acquiring the water source, land also is involved, and as such the act is applicable will be simply misreading the provisions of the act, and particularly the definition of land thereunder. Stop. Section 3 of the act defines land as including benefits arise out of land and things attached to the earth or permanent fastened to anything attached to the earth. stop. The